there, my name is Flav and welcome back to Dream8 Model It. Today, I'm bringing you Tsunomon from the cartoon series Digimon. Modeling this character really brought me back a few years, and actually right now it's on the top 3 of my favorite models that I created. This model has a great design and it's really easy to print. Now that I'm approaching the 50 subscribers milestone, currently at 40, I will do a free giveaway, so stay tuned until the end of this video to know more about this giveaway. As I always do in my videos, I will present how much filament I use and how much it costs to print a model like this one, so later if you decide to print this model, you already have this information. As always, I will show you the entire process from the conception to having it in the palm of your hand. So, without any further ado, let's see how I model this character.
To start modeling Tsunomon in ZBrush, the first thing I did was inserted a 3D sphere and then went to geometry and activated the symmetry. The symmetry allows us to create the body or the head of Tsunomon and make sure the overall shape has the right proportions. After that, it was just a matter of tweaking here and there to make sure that the body had the right shape. To create the eyes, I inserted again a 3D sphere and started to model it to look closer to the eyes that the character has. To create the outline around the eyes, I used the mask tool and draw it with the standard tool. After the area that I masked was extracted, I used the smooth tool to smooth the edges around it. To create the hair that he has, I used again the mask tool and surrounded the area where the hair should be. After that, I extracted and then I started to tweak it to look closer to the hair that the character has. To model the mouth, I mostly use the move tool and the standard tool to recreate it. To model the fangs, I used the snake wool tool to make them appear, although it took me some tries to get it right. To create the little fur that he has around the cheeks, I used the scale tool in ZBrush to make them appear. Now just one major detail that was missing, the horn that he has on the top of his head. To create it, I inserted a 3D sphere and then I tweak it using the move tool, basically to sharpen it a little bit, mostly in the front of the horn. And that was basically it regarding the modeling process of this character.
Regarding the printing process, this was an overall easy print to do. I used my i3 Mega to print this model. This model only needed the raft since the bottom is roundish, and that was practically it. I printed in a 0.1mm layer and used a 10% infill. I will list these settings that I use to print this model on the description below, so if later you decide to print this model, you have this information. And now, let's see how I printed and painted this model.
As I always do when I'm painting my models, the first thing I do is apply a first layer of primer filler to cover up the layers that the print has, so later those layers could be removed. Here, to paint this model, I mostly use only the hairbrush and the paintbrush. I use the airbrush only to paint the face, and then I move to the paintbrush to paint the fur and the little horn that he has, as well the eyes. This was not a very hard model to print, but it took me some time since it was a little small, so I had to take my time to paint the smaller areas.
And there we go. I'm really happy how this model turned out, and actually I'm really impressed how fun it was to print this model and to model it as well. It really brought me back a few years, and I'm glad that it did, because it was really awesome and I had a great time doing it. And as I said in the intro, this character is on my top 3 of the models that I created. Now let's get with the stats. This model is 8 cm high, weighs around 40 grams and took overall 4 hours to print. The filament I used was the SUNLU PLA that costs 20 euros for 1 kilo, so overall to print this model it costs around 80 cents. As always, I will leave the download link so you can get this file, and I will leave the settings that I used to print this model on the description below as well. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe and like this video to keep up to date with my models and support this channel. Now regarding the free giveaway. I will do a free giveaway of Tsunomon, this character I show in this video, to the first person who comments my next video. So be sure to subscribe to get the notification of when I post my next video and get the chance to win this model completely for free. Thank you for watching, and remember, dream on!